Hey y'all, welcome back to Floating Hands on the Internet. Today we're going to look into how does Justin Bieber feel about Selena Gomez's engagement to Blanco. I just want to say that from what I've seen from other tarot readers, just them reading Justin, he's really going through it right now because I think the things with Diddy have caught up with him and he's having to acknowledge what's happened to him, allegedly and for entertainment purposes only. I think a lot of that has to, and also it's being exacerbated the fact that he is a child now. So sending a lot of love and compassion and empathy to Justin Bieber, because it cannot be easy to have to open up wounds that you didn't want opened all at once on top of becoming a dad. So we're just going to kind of see what his feelings are for alleged entertainment purposes only around Selena getting engaged. This relationship's always interesting to me because they were such a high profile couple, and then just like all the drama that came along with it. But I mean, he's a Pisces, right, and she's a Cancer, so they're water signs. And I'm 28, so I'm very much in that generation. But it's just interesting that we're still talking about this couple to this day. Obviously I want them both to be happy. But we're gonna pull some cards, and if you guys want a free reading, I'm new-ish to learning tarot, so I need people to practice on. And all you have to do is email me at floatinghandsoti@gmail.com with your prompt, a picture of yourself and anybody else you want in the reading, as well as at least your sun sign, as well as your rising and your moon if you can provide it. And I'll hopefully give you some insight on whatever it is that you need. So we're gonna pull some cards on how does Justin feel about Selena getting engaged. I hear in my mind it's just a little too late, which I don't mean it's like that song is like JoJo saying it's a little too late for your apologies, but the way I'm interpreting that is like he kind of knows like it's done. But we'll see. At least the relationship. I'm gonna pull how it actually feels with the engagement to Blanco. So, alrighty, how does Justin feel? Girl, not the Empress. Not the Queen of Swords. Damn. Okay, so you have the Empress card, which is about receiving love. It's a very feminine energy. That card reminds me of Selena, like very just beautiful, feminine. That's about feeling blocked off from loving yourself or allowing others to care for you, I think. Or it's also about this is literally about difficulties and romantic complications. So I think that could be indicating I almost feel like he feels like he shouldn't still love Selena. I still think he does love her in a way. I'm not gonna say whatever, but I still think he holds a candle for Selena in the way of love and admiration and respect. Just kind of when you love someone, that doesn't always go away. But yeah, this is about trying to force a situation and difficulties and romantic complications. So I think I think he has some mixed feelings about it. Then it's paired with the Queen of Swords, which the Queen of Swords is like a badass bitch who like speaks her truth. That's about defensiveness, being overcritical of a situation, self-criticism. I mean, we kind of know this. He's not going through a good place right now, but with the Queen of Swords, I'm just sure he's not talking to Haley about it. But with that Empress in reverse, which is about complications in romantic partnerships and kind of feeling blocked off from receiving love, and the Queen of Swords, which is about being overcritical of a situation, and then you pair it with the Two of Pentacles, which is about balance and stability. So yeah, it's your this is also like an emotional card because it's about being like kind of knocked off balance. And so I think it kind of like I have someone in my mind's eye like when you get the wind knocked out of you. I think that's how he kind of felt when he heard the announcement But yeah, with the Empress card, I think it's complicated. I think, like I said, that love never goes away. And then I think he's given Benny a little bit of a side eye. And then, like I said, with the Queen of Swords, it's in the reversal. Criticism, defensiveness. In my mind, I heard another one, like, oh my god, on top of all the shit that I'm dealing with, being a dad, dealing with the Diddy shit, his marriage with Haley, now I have to kind of deal with the emotions of this. Yeah, and like he's trying to balance it all at once. I think it's complicated. Let me pull through my cards. Yeah, they had this connection. He's sad. Yeah, the Emperor. Now the Emperor's in reverse. So you have the Two of Cups, which again, like that's about a partnership. And again, twos are about balances and partnership balance. And then you have the Five of Cups, which is about sadness. But the Five of Cups is also again, like look how this is like just like a beautiful woman. I think he's sad about it, because this again like reminds me of Selena and how she's really beautiful and like she's holding this cup and she has this crown on her head like she's a queen. But in the Rider-Waite deck, you know, you have cups knocked over, but you also have cups behind you, and then you have a bridge behind you, but you're not looking at it because you're crying. And so this is like, I think he's acknowledging his emotions. When it like I don't know if he ever truly acknowledged his emotions when it came to Selena, like losing her. I mean, he married someone else, so I don't know why that should be a problem, but I think they're always going to have a special connection. Yeah, and that's about, again, defensiveness. I mean, I think I can picture like a guy banging on his chest. Not that I think he owns Selena, but kind of like he might be struggling. Yeah, and he can't, like, this is an inability to take actions. Like, no matter how much he's critical and sad about it, he can't do anything about that connection. Like, and I think he knows he needs to move on. And yeah, there might be some toxic masculinity, but honestly, I think it's just all at once. Like, I'm hearing in my mind, and all at once. So yeah, I think I'm gonna repull, and I'm gonna ask what Justin thinks specifically about Benny, and does he think like he's a good match for Selena? Because I mean, with those cards, it makes sense to me. I think it's all at once. You have the Empress card. You have the Five of Cups, sadness. You have the Queen of Swords, defensiveness. You have that, you know, the Two of Pentacles, which is about balancing, juggling your feelings. I think he knows he probably thinks he shouldn't be feeling that way. You know how, like, when you're so self-aware and it's really frustrating because it's like, you know, like when actually, sorry if there are any guys watching this, but it's like, when you're about to get your period and you're like PMSing and you're like, I know I shouldn't be mad. Like, I know this is the reason, I know why, but like, I'm still mad. It doesn't take away your anger, and so it's even more frustrating sometimes because you know why you're feeling this way, but you can't really do anything about it. I think Justin's just really being forced to feel his feelings, and I'm picturing like cherry on top of the cake. So let's see how he feels about Benny specifically, and does he think that they are a good match? This is again for alleged and entertainment purposes only. No facts here. All right. All right. Let's see how he feels about Benny. Eight of Cups. Page of Cups. Six of Swords. So you have the Eight of Cups. Yeah, that's about walking away and moving on. Walking away from things that don't serve you. But this card is also about not settling for things in life. So I wonder if he feels like Selena's settling. I think this card for me is like two things. Like, I think this is, she's kind of settling, but also I think it's Justin kind of realizing he now has to walk away fully. Not that he was ever, I mean, he's married and he has a kid, but I think like in his, you know how like some battles you just struggle with internally, and you know you kind of just have to walk away without saying anything, like in your mind walk away, even if they've been, you know, separated, him and Selena, for years. So yeah, I think he thinks you definitely are settling, because that card is about reminding you not to settle, never settle for good enough. So I think he probably knows Selena enough to know that she wants babies, she wants kids, and sometimes like when you're, it reminds me of that study where people say with men, no shade to men, but a lot of men, I mean women probably do it too, but men specifically do this thing where they have the kind of, this thing clicks in their head, right? And they are like, oh my God, I'm 27, I'm 28. And then either the girl they're with then, or the next, or the girl they're going to be with next, they're going to like propose to and want to get married to. I think he knows like what Selena wants, and I think he thinks she's settling. I don't know Benny Blanco's sign, but the Page of Cups in reversed, that's about immaturity, oversensitivity, unable to express yourself. So yeah, I think he's having trouble with those feelings, but I also think with that, I think he thinks, again, Selena's too good for him, because that's about immaturity. And then, yeah, and like in the Rider-Waite deck, the Page of Cups is this guy kind of like presenting a cup with a fish in it, which to me reminds me of Selena, because she, and Justin, because they're both water signs, but it's in the reverse. So almost like you don't offer her anything, not in a way where Justin's like, I can offer you better, but I think he knows Selena's, in my opinion, like a goddess. I love Selena Gomez. She's awesome. And then you have the Six of Swords. Like, that is about moving forward towards a healing journey. So in a way, I think he's happy for Selena. But in terms of like Benny, I think with these two cards, I mean, these are both about walking away and moving forward, like something better. So I think in Justin's mind, I think part of him is glad, because Benny could be a lot of things that Justin couldn't be. But with that Eight of Cups, like, he's happy that she's moving on with Benny and gonna get her happiness with her children. He's being a little immature about it. And he also doesn't think he deserves her. Yeah, but that Eight of Cups, it's like, you're not good enough for her, but I acknowledge that. This is what I want for her. I want her to embark on a healing journey. I want her to get what she wants. Like, yeah. It's kind of like when you love someone so much, even if it hurts you. I remember hearing that song, was it by Alicia Keys? So what if it hurts me? So what if I break down? I don't know if that's by Alicia Keys, but he wants the best for her, even if it hurts him inside. And the Four of Swords, the Knight of Swords. Yeah. So they were asking how I was feeling about Benny. You have the Four of Swords, which are it's in the reversal though, so it's about avoidant. Yeah, I think the engagement is making him think about things that he didn't have to, he doesn't want to think about. Again, kind of a theme in his life right now. Yeah, burnout. And then you have the Nine of Swords, which is like a truth seeker. So yeah, this is about someone who comes on really strong, like, notice the armor. And so I think Justin's probably questioning if this is actually Selena's forever, even though he's happy for her in a way. I think because he does know her so well, and like also that armor, like this is like, I want to like a protection almost. But yeah, I think he thinks Benny's a sim for her, because this is about pursuing someone really intensely and coming on really strong. I mean, obviously everyone's gonna be a sim for Selena Gomez, but I think he kind of like chuckles. And like, he gets it too, because it's Selena Gomez. Like, he gets it. It's just funny to him. And yeah, that's about competition and rivalry. Like I said, I kind of like picture like apes beating on their chest, and even it's just complicated with Justin and Selena. It's really complicated. And I know he's married and knows a kid, but yeah, I think he sees Benny as kind of like competition, but almost like in a protective way, like with this protective armor. Like, I'll fuck you up. Like, I want to fuck you up if you hurt her. The Nine of Wands. The Nine of Cups. The Sun card. Yeah, I mean, like I said, very, very mixed emotions. You have the Nine of Wands, which is about, you know, this is about difficulties experiencing romantic fulfillment. And this is about, this is the card that you pull when you're like on a healing journey and you're almost done. It's asking you to kind of like keep chugging along, which I think, you know, Selena's done a lot of work on herself. And I think he's proud of how far she's come. And so, like I said, in a way, it's like, yeah, I want her to be happy. Yeah, I see all the work that she's done, and like this is who she's chosen. And I also think that, yeah, I mean, I think he might think with this Nine of Cups in reverse, that Benny might be a little arrogant around bagging Selena. Not in a way that's like controlling, but just, I mean, in a way where it's like, do you really love her? Or do you love the idea of her? Or like overindulgence too. I mean, yeah, like of course he wanted to bag her. And then you have the Sun card, which is connected to the Wheel of Fortune, which is like cycles completing. And this is clarity and optimism. So as far as he feels about the relationship, I think he is sad. It's opened up even more wounds, but in a way, he's like, oh, this is done. I do think it knocked the wind out of him, but I think he's done. I think he knows this is done. As far as he feels about Benny, I mean, I think he now realizes he really does have to walk away. I think there's a little bit of immaturity with that, or he thinks he's immature. Maybe a little bit of both. And then with that Eight of Cups, though, I think he thinks, girl, you're too good for that man. Which, like, I don't, you know, if you love who you love, that's fine. But yeah, I think that's a lot of self-reflection. And then with the Knight of Swords, like, really protectiveness, but also, like, of her. But also, that's like, oh yeah, you were coming on really strong to her. And then, yeah, with the Five of Wands, it's kind of like this rivalry. Not in a way in which he's gonna get her, but in a way in which, I mean, that makes sense that I would pull this for them, even though Justin's married. But yeah, the Nine of Wands, it's like, I think he thinks Selena's worked really hard for this, and I'm not going to be the one to, like, ruin it for her. Not that I don't even know if they have direct contact. The Nine of Cups, like, I think you're kind of smug. Like, I don't know if I trust you all the way with your intentions with Selena. Like, are you just a simp? Which, I mean, should never be I don't know the difference between, like, a simp and somebody who marries someone. So, I mean, you should be a simp for your wife, your fiance. But then you have the Sun card, and it's like, if you bring the light out in her, and because like the Sun card is the opposite of the Moon, right? So Justin's the Moon, he's a Pisces, and so I think if you can give her what I couldn't, then I'll be happy with it, even if it kind of hurts my heart a little bit. So yeah, I'm not super shocked by this. You know, I think their feelings are always going to be complex for each other. I don't know what it is. I mean, I guess they were each other's first true love. I'm not sure, but I hope you guys enjoyed this. And like I said, if you want a free reading, email me at floatinghandsoti@gmail.com, and I'll offer any insight that you might need. And yeah, everyone have a good weekend, and I'll catch you at the next one.